All right, BarNaturalPrez, talk to the people, man. Let them know what's getting ready to go down.
Alright, so I'm gonna give you guys a little run through of what I eat to build muscle and stay lean year round. So pretty much throughout the year my diet stays consistent, same foods throughout the whole year. It may increase or decrease depending on the time of the year or what my goals are. So usually for the summertime I try to maintain a little bit less body fat than I do in the winter time, just because I'm training outside, and in general I'm burning more. So it's just harder to keep the size on and the body fat on in general for me. So in a day, I always recommend, I don't ever recommend cutting out a certain macronutrient or eating vegan or eating paleo or keto. I don't ever recommend just going one certain way. I recommend eating all the food groups. You want to eat meat, you want to eat fish, you want to eat your grains, you want to eat carbs, you want to eat your fats. But I always recommend, there's a little bit of a science to it, in my opinion, of how you can optimize your body to utilize these nutrients. So the way I found it and what I've been doing, before I train, I keep all my meals to just protein and fat. I keep all my carbs to post-workout. So what a routine day for me would look like: for breakfast, I eat 2 whole eggs, 3 servings of egg whites, bone broth, and some sauerkraut. Now I'm very big on gut health and just general nutrition in general. So for me, in order to have a good physique and to perform good, you got to have a good inside. Your body got to be able to feel optimal and digest optimally. So the first thing I do every morning is I eat sauerkraut, which is wild fermented. It gives your body that good probiotics. It gives your gut good, it's basically a primer for everything that's about to come. It wakes your gut up, it gives all that good probiotic, that good nutrients, so your body could start digesting and assimilating the food that you're going to eat throughout the day. Then I go and follow that with bone broth. I make my own bone broth every day. Well, I don't make it every day. I make about a pot a week. It lasts for about a week. I buy bones from a butcher. I boil them. All the collagen comes out, and I just drink the broth. And that's good for the gut lining, and that's real good for the, again, it's full of collagen, so it's good for your bones and joint health, good for your skin, good for your hair, and it's really good for your gut. It lines the gut intestines, and again, it cleans out your system.
Bones from what animal? You're talking about bones?
Always grass-fed. I always recommend getting grass-fed beef, any pasture-raised animal. You can get chicken, as long as it's, pasture-raised chicken. You don't want to get factory farm shit, that grain-fed stuff. That's going to be full of all that, like, cancerous stuff. Those animals are unhealthy. If you're going to be eating meat, which I recommend people do, you got to eat healthy meat, healthy animals. You got to get it from sources where you know the meat's coming from. The animals got to be eating what they're meant to be eating. That's how they're going to produce healthy meat. And that's going to give you the most nutritious meat for your body. So. Okay,
we used to talk about probiotics. Explain that to the people that might not know about probiotics.
Probiotics are the opposite of antibiotics. Antibiotics, they destroy your gut health. They put a bunch of bacteria in your gut to kill off viruses. And just food in general, cooking food too much causes all these free radicals in your body to build up. Probiotics is the opposite of an antibiotic. It's the good bacteria that you could give your gut. It's the good nutrition, and it comes from wild sources like sauerkraut, cabbage, kimchi. You get it from bone broth, stuff like that. All that is filled with probiotics, and that's what's gonna give your gut the optimal health, so it's able to digest and assimilate the nutrients that it's going to be eating throughout the day. It's just basically, like I said, I eat it first thing in the morning. It's a primer for the food that's going to come throughout the day. A
probiotic, is that like a mineral, a vitamin? What's a probiotic, or just the way you explained it? That's simple.
It's just exactly how I explained it.
Okay.
There's strains of bacteria, so your gut is full of bacteria. Right. Your body's full of good and bad bacteria. If there's more present bad bacteria than good bacteria, that promotes inflammation in your body. That's where you're gonna feel. That's where you're gonna get the bloatedness, gassy, joint problems, skin problems, rashes. You want to have more good bacteria in your body, and you get that. Now you don't have to take. Now you'll see people will supplement with probiotic pills and supplements like that because they don't know how to get it from the real sources, and the real sources are always 100 times more bioavailable. And when I say bioavailable, that means your body will digest them and utilize it way more than a pill. So if you could, for instance, I'll break it down in another term. If you have a whey protein shake, or if you had a piece of chicken, your body's gonna eat that, gonna maintain that, take that chicken and utilize it more than that protein shake because it's whole nutrition. Your body's gonna sustain that more utilize those nutrients than a protein shake, because it's actual whole foods as opposed to a processed source. So again, you could get probiotics in a pill, or you could get them from food. You get them from food, from wild fermented things, like I said, sauerkraut, kimchi, and all those other wild fermented things like cabbage, beets, all that stuff have good sources of probiotics.
Explain that again to the people so they can understand about the protein powders and whole food protein, like you said from shake. Explain that to them again.
All right, so
yeah.
In the supplement, when people always look for a supplement for the easy way out, like, oh, I'm gonna buy a supplement that's gonna get me. I'm gonna find a probiotic pill that's gonna make my gut health better. Like I said, you can eat it better. You can eat a source of food that naturally has those live probiotics present. That when you eat them, they're not gonna get burned out by the stomach as fast. They're gonna get assimilated more. Same thing as whole food nutrition. You always want to get your source of nutrients from whole foods if you can, as opposed to shakes and everything. A piece of steak will have not only protein and fat, but it'll have minerals, vitamins in it, all that, iron. You just get whey protein, all it's gonna have is protein and just protein. All the minerals and all the good nutrients that are found in the actual food itself are gone in the process of making that protein or making that supplement. Everything gets washed away when you're heating it and processing it. The whole food sources has all the nutrients. You get an egg, a whole egg as opposed to an egg white and an egg white powder. Again, you're getting all the minerals, all the vitamin K, everything that's in the egg itself that you lose in the process of making a powder out of it. You don't get that in the source of eating supplements.
Okay, thanks for explaining that. Now back to the first meal. You said the eggs,
So my first meal of the day, you'll notice, like I said, it's protein and fat. 2 whole eggs, 3 servings of 8 egg whites, bone broth, and sauerkraut. That's all I eat.
You said 2 eggs,
yeah,
and then the what?
3 servings of egg whites.
3 servings of egg whites, so
right.
that's
more. I buy the carton of egg whites.
Right.
1 serving, I weigh it out. I weigh out most of my food, I weigh out. That's how I stay on track.
Okay.
3 servings of egg whites is 45 grams of 1 serving, so it's about 135 grams of egg whites. That's extra 15 grams of protein. It's just protein, egg whites. It takes out the fat and everything else, the cholesterol. All you're getting is the protein from the egg whites. Now, if you're having egg whites in a whole egg, remember, the whole egg has all the nutrients. Egg white just has the protein in it. You're losing all the minerals and everything that you get in the yolk. The yolk has most of the nutrients of an egg. So that's why I always throw in 2 whole eggs, 3 servings of egg whites, the bone broth, and sauerkraut as my first meal. I keep it high protein, moderate fat, low carb. Now, like I said, the reason why I keep it low carb in the mornings and before my workout is people say they go on keto diets because it keeps you in fat burning mode. High fat diet in general, oh, it's going to keep you, a high fat diet will keep you in fat burning mode. So, okay, let's transfer that into everyday lifestyle. Let's eat higher fat and higher protein in the morning so your body can learn to, in the morning, let's burn off more fat. Let's not utilize carbs in the morning. So we're going to feed our body protein and fat in the morning. So all morning long, you're in a fat burning mode. You go into your workout, you're just drinking water. Your body's running on the carbs that I ate from the night before, from the day before, evening, and the post-workout carbs from the day before. So again, morning, protein and fat keeps your body in that fat-burning state, what people would call ketosis. If you're on the keto diet, that's what people call ketosis, a fat-burning state all the time. You go to train, as soon as you're done training, your muscles and your body is primed to take up glucose. Now, glucose is what happens when you eat any type of carbs. You ingest a piece of bread, you ingest a piece of broccoli, anything you ingest breaks, any type of carb you ingest, and the body breaks down into glucose. It's the storage form of carbohydrates. And as soon as you're done working out, your muscles want to take in that glucose the most. So why not feed your muscles the carbs when they want them the most, post-workout. So as soon as I'm done training, I don't drink no protein shake. All I do is drink, as soon as I'm done working out, I drink some essential amino acids. 0 calories, it's just essential amino acids.
Break that down, essential amino acids.
Essential amino acids is basically protein pre-digested. I can break it down as simple as that. If you were to drink a protein shake, you're gonna get 120 calories because you're gonna get protein and fat in it. Amino acids are the digested form of protein.
When you say essential amino acids, are you talking about BCA?
No.
Yeah, break that down. Yeah, yeah.
So there's essential amino acids and there's branched chain amino acids. The branched chain amino acids are leucine, isoleucine, and valine. Those are the 3 BCAAs. People think those are the ones that are mainly responsible for muscle protein synthesis. So you'll see a lot of marketing and people say, oh, take BCAAs post-workout because that's what's going to go to the muscle the fastest. But in reality, in an absence of the other amino acids, which are the essential amino acids, so essential amino acids are what your body needs to get from food. Your body cannot make them. Essential meaning you have to find them. Non-essential would be your body makes them themselves. Essential amino acids means you have to get them from food sources. Now, if you were a vegan, finding those essential amino acids are harder than if you were a meat eater, because meat always has the full array of amino acids, whereas vegan sources of protein, they're always missing 1 or 2 amino acids where you have to combine 2 things. So back to the difference between BCAAs and essential amino acids, you want to take essential amino acids because taking just BCAAs doesn't get them the full effect of the muscle protein synthesis as if you have all the amino acids present post-workout. So
oh yeah, well, BCA, how you say it again?
BCAA, branch chain amino acids.
Those are not essential?
They're essential. But
okay, yeah, you said.
So there's I believe it's 9 total essential amino acids.
Right.
3 of the essential are the BCAAs.
Oh, okay, because you said.
So
okay.
The whole essential contain the BCAAs too.
Okay.
BCAAs are part of the essential amino acids.
All right.
But
yeah,
you can't find. All right, so your body will absorb the BCAAs better. The 3 BCAAs, which are leucine, isoleucine, and valine, they'll absorb them better when they have the other amino acids present, which would be theanine, like the other methionine, theanine, all the other ones, glutamine. Those are all other amino acids that have to, that when present with the BCAAs, have it absorbed better and your muscle utilize them better. So so it's basically faster absorption into the muscle post-workout.
Okay.
So post-workout, I'll have amino acids right away, and then I'll have an organic carb powder.
One other thing, what you drinking with that first meal of the day? What you drinking with that?
Water, always.
Okay.
Okay. So
any tea? I'm sorry, any tea?
Tea, always.
What kind of tea? What kind of tea?
I drink burdock root tea, and I drink burdock root and chaga in the morning. So chaga is a type of mushroom, and burdocks are herbal, is a root. Good for digestion again, just good for overall cleansing. Okay. And that's meal number 1. I usually have 2 meals before I train.
Okay.
Meal number 2 is usually a pre-workout shake. I use 70 grams of spinach, raw spinach, 1 banana. I use 70 grams of sea moss. I use 1 scoop of peanut butter and 1 scoop of protein powder, whey protein powder.
Oh, whey protein powder. You was just saying
I use it pre-workout.
Okay.
I use a pre-workout because it digests easy.
Okay.
It digests easy before a workout. Okay. I don't like it post-workout. I like to use the amino acids post-workout because there's no calories in it. So pre-workout, about 90 minutes before I train, I have the shake with spinach, banana, sea moss, peanut butter, whey protein, and almond milk. Okay. That is my pre-workout shake. And then I train. How
many calories is that whole shake?
About 520 calories around.
500, okay.
And again, so that's the first carbs I'll have for the day is that banana. That's pre-workout. That's the only carb I'll have is that 1 banana. I don't consider the spinach a carb because it's a green. So when I say I don't have carbs pre-workout, I'm talking about potatoes, rice, starches, breads. I don't have any starches pre-workout. I'll have some berries sometimes or a banana. The only type of carb I have pre-workout is fruit. Because again, you don't want it to bloat you, you want it to easily digest.
What kind of fruit?
I would like to keep it low, like usually the strawberries, blackberries, raspberries, or a banana. I'll usually switch up my shake, so it'll either be a banana, it's always the spinach, sea moss, peanut butter, and I'll either rotate a banana or the berries, depending on how hard I'm going to train for the day. If I know I'm going to train a little harder, higher reps, I'll have the banana, because a little more carbs, and if I'm going to have like a more strength-based workout, a little more longer rest, I'll have the berries, and it's just because it's lower sugar and everything. And again, no bloat and nothing with the berries or the bananas. Okay.
Any other meal, anything after that?
Yeah, so post-workout, like I said, that's when you want to consume most of your carbohydrates, because that's when your body's going to utilize them more. So like I said, as soon as you're done training, your body and your muscles are primed. That means, when I say primed, that means they're starving to take in these nutrients. And the nutrients they want to take in the most, number 4, protein. The number 1 nutrient that your body wants to take in is carbohydrates, is glucose. Why? Because when you're working out, you're not breaking down protein, you're breaking down glucose from the muscle. When you're going through set after set, it's the muscles that store the glucose which is the carbs that you eat. That's what's broken down during a workout. So as soon as you're done training, you want to replenish those sources. And the best way to do it is to have quick digesting carbs. So I'll either have, like I said, I'll have amino acids mixed with a carb powder. I use an organic carb powder, which is like organic maltodextrin, and just a scoop of the essential amino acids. I drink that post-workout immediately. Digest easy. It's just basically, it tastes like you're drinking water. It has no bloat effect to it, no gas in your body, absorbs it instantly. All the glucose goes right to your body, or right to your muscles. I'll wait about an hour to 90 minutes, and I'll have another meal of protein and carbs, low fat. You want to keep the fat low post-workout, because the fat's going to slow down the absorption of the protein and the carbohydrates that your body wants. So you want to keep the fat low post-workout and high pre-workout. So like I said, people go on keto diets and all this stuff because they think higher fat means you're going to burn more fat. So how do you manipulate that? You eat a higher fat diet in the morning. You eat most of your fat pre-workout. Post-workout, that's when you switch it up and you go into higher carbs.
Give them some good sources of fats.
Good source. Now, when I say fats, I'm not talking about don't eat no fried foods, don't eat no junk. I eat really clean, guys. So you might say, oh, I'm not a vegan, I don't eat clean. Honestly, I think vegans are probably one of the most. I'm not even going to talk crap about them. If you could do it right, you do it right, but 90% of people do it wrong. And you'll see vegans eating out of a box. You won't see me eating nothing out of a box. A lot of vegans eat processed foods. You'll see it. You're going to eat an Impossible Burger for what? What's that made out of? 25, 30 chemicals? I got a burger made from a fucking cow. One thing. You know what I'm saying? So you're conscious about that. You're conscious about the environment, but are you conscious about yourself? What are you putting in your body? Come on, you got to think. I know I see too many vegans that do it wrong, man. I don't knock it. I respect it if you do it right. I tried it, but to do it right, it's hard. It's a lot of work. It's a lot, and to maintain it, man, it's a lifestyle, man. It's a lifestyle I didn't want to live. So
okay, the healthy fats again?
Healthy fats: coconut oil, avocado, nuts, peanut butter.
Name the nuts.
Peanuts, avocado, peanuts, cashews, walnuts, pecans, pistachios. I said almonds, macadamia nuts. Avocado is a nut. I believe it's a nut, or I don't even know if it's a vegetable.
Yeah.
Avocado is another good source
of fat. It's got a lot of good,
yeah. Olive oil. You'll never see me eating fried food. I cook everything in coconut oil. If I'm gonna use butter, it's ghee. Grass-fed butter, ghee. Look into it. It's one of the best sources of fats you can have. It has high in CLA. CLA is clarified. No, it's CLA. It's a linoleic acid. It basically speeds up the fat burning process. Also, you edit that part out.
You said something about grass-fed butter?
Grass-fed butter, yeah. So, like I said, if I'm gonna eat stuff from an animal, it's gonna be coming from a good animal. So remember, animals gotta become. If you're eating a good animal, that's gotta be a grass-fed animal no matter what. So if that animal's producing meat, milk, dairy, cheese, whatever that animal's producing, the source of it should always be it should always be a grass-fed, pasture-raised cow. Because remember, grass-fed just means, what that means is pasture-raised, grass-fed. It means that that cow was, or that animal itself, whatever animal it is, was eating the diet it was intended to eat. The animals weren't intended to eat corn or grains, is what you're gonna see these farmers and these factory farms feeding these animals. That's not what they're supposed to be eating. That's what causes the disease. That's what causes these animals to grow so fucking big and fat and produce all this pus. If the animal's eating and grazing what it's supposed to be, it's gonna produce nice lean meat. You're gonna see a nice lean cow grazing on the grass. That's the animal you want to be eating from. And that same cow is going to produce the meat you're eating. It's going to produce the cheese that you're trying to eat. If you're trying to eat cheese.
You mess with cheese? Do you mess with cheese?
I don't mess with cheese, or I don't mess with milk.
Okay.
Anything with lactose. I could eat whey protein because whey protein isolate has the lactose taken out of it in the process of processing the thing.
Okay.
In the process of making whey protein, it removes the lactose. It removes all the shit that people get allergies to from milk. So that's why people that have milk allergies can sometimes drink whey protein. So again, but in general, I won't eat cheese. I won't drink any dairy. So back to the healthy fats, like I said, avocado, coconut oil. My main sources are coconut oil, olive oil, avocado, some nuts. I don't like to eat too many nuts because they creep up on you. They're high in calories. They don't just have fat. They also got carbs and protein too. So you're eating coconut oil, it's mostly a fat. You're eating avocado, it's mostly fat. You're eating olive oil, it's mostly a fat. You go to nuts again, they're gonna have carbs in it and they're gonna have protein in it along with the fat. So the higher calories for a smaller portion of food. They'll build up on you, they'll creep up on you if you're trying to worry about weight control and everything. So I try to limit my consumption of nuts.
Okay. So anything else you want to add to that?
I always recommend eating fish. You don't want to get that factory farm fish either. Always wild caught. If you're gonna eat wild caught salmon, you want to get like wild caught Alaskan sockeye salmon, one of the best sources of salmon you can get. I eat a lot of cod, local cod. I usually stop at I usually do all my shopping at the farmers markets. So you'll catch me at like Union Square, the Williamsburg Farmers Market. Anywhere you have a farmers market during the week, I try to shop, and that's where I try to get my fish from, because I know it's coming from a local source. It's fresh, and you get those good omegas that you're not going to get through other sources of food that you're going to get from the fish.
What about breads? You mess with breads?
You really won't find me eating much bread. If I do, I don't eat gluten, so it'll either be a gluten-free bread that I find, you know, a home, like if I find one at the market that like a bakery makes fresh, you'll see me eating that. Yeah. But I try to stay away from the breads. I'll eat white rice. A lot of my meals post-workout is a lean steak, white rice, or a lean steak and potatoes. Not specific with potatoes. I prefer white potatoes over sweet potatoes. They honestly, they taste better to me, and they cause less bloating.
Potatoes and rice on the same plate?
Nah, one or the other.
Oh, one or
the other.
Okay.
You'll either see me eating, like I said, my meal post-workout will always be high protein, moderate carb, low fat. So I'll eat a lean piece of steak like a sirloin or a filet mignon with some white rice, or some either white rice or yellow or sweet potatoes. That's if I'm gonna have carbs post-workout. If I'm not gonna have carbs post-workout, it'll just be meat and vegetables, which will be steak and asparagus, steak and broccoli.
And what you drinking with that?
I only drink water. You will never see me drinking anything but water or tea. I'll have black coffee here and there pre-workout, just because I like a little bit of caffeine. And always black. I don't put nothing in it. You'll never see me putting a sweetener in nothing. I don't do nothing. It's only water for the last 15 years of my life.
What's your opinion of like the Gatorades and Red Bulls and all that?
You will never see me have anything that has more than one ingredient in it. If it's a food that has more than one ingredient on the list, you won't see me with it. So if it's a drink, a food, you won't see me with it.
So Whole Foods you mess with?
Oh, I mess with Whole Foods, that's it.
Okay. What about cereals? Any cereals?
I'll have a treat, but I get a cereal called, I don't want to give no free promo right now.
Okay.
But there's a cereal you can find. Google gluten-free, low-carb, organic cereal. You'll come up with it. It's has the name Spoon in it. So the word Spoon is in the cereal. Has high protein, low carb, and it has very minimal ingredients. So if looking for a little treat, I'll have some cereal at night. But again, I keep my shit clean. You won't see me eating no regular General Mills or no box stuff like that. Sugar, again, I keep my
no sugar, Fruity Pebbles and
low. Nah, that cereal that I eat, I think it got like 3 grams of sugar total per serving.
Hold on a minute. Back to the cereals.
All right, so like I said, I'll eat a cereal at night if I want to have a little something sweet. If I'm craving a little dessert or something. And like I said, I always like to keep it relatively healthy regardless of what it is. So I also like to cook a lot of shit myself also. So I make a lot of, like I said, I eat gluten-free. Everything's gluten-free. So I like to make a lot of gluten-free snacks, high-protein gluten-free snacks for at night, which I'll call dessert, which I'll even have sometimes as a post-workout meal if I don't want to have steak for something for the day. So what I like to do, I like to use a lot of oats and egg whites and bananas. So 3-ingredient pancakes. You're going to blend 1 banana, 45 grams of oats, and 100 grams of egg whites. You're going to blend all that up. It's going to give you a nice little thick consistency. You're going to put a little coconut oil in the pan. Now it's going to give, if you want to add more protein to this, you can throw any type of protein you want. You can throw whey protein in the mix. You can throw, if you want, your vegan protein, collagen protein, anything you want in the mix to make these little higher protein snack. So then you'll have 4 ingredients. You'll have your protein powder, your oatmeal, your banana, and your egg whites. Blend that up. Coat the pan with some either 0-calorie olive oil or coconut oil. A little bit of spray on the pan. Boom. Put them down. Make yourself some pancakes. These are going to be gluten-free, low-fat, high-protein, moderate carb pancakes, and it's going to give you a nice amount. You can make that little batter alone, the 45 grams of oats, the 100 grams of egg whites. If you're going to use the scoop of whey and the 1 banana, that'll give you 2 to 3 big pancakes or about 7 to 8 small-sized pancakes. And what I like to do is either top it off with honey or organic maple syrup and some fruit. And I got yourself a really nice gluten-free, low-calorie, high-protein snack to have at night.
What's the fruit you throwing in there again?
I always throw berries or bananas. That's all I really mess with. You always see me eating low-sugar fruits. You'll say the bananas have high sugar, but you need some bananas in your life, in my opinion.
Yeah, what you saying? 0-calorie olive oil. What you talking
Okay,
about?
so I got an olive oil spray. It's just so if people like to cook and they'll use these sprays, or they'll use canola oil. Canola oil is a bad oil to cook with. You want to tend to cook with olive oil, coconut oil. But when you're cooking with these, if you're using the regular oils, people tend to overdo it and put too much oil on the pan, and those will add up to extra calories if you're worried about your weight. So they always sell in the supermarkets the bottle form, like the aerosol bottles that are usually 0-calorie olive oil spray, just one ingredient, olive oil, or 0-calorie coconut oil spray. Put one spray on. It's labeled as 0-calorie, even if it's not. It might be 10 calories or something.
0-calorie. I thought you were saying 0 fat. Yeah, 0-calorie. Yeah, I'm tripping.
Spray,
Yeah.
To coat the pan,
yeah. I got you.
And then throw your stuff on, and you get yourself a nice little snack to have at night, or any time of the day you're craving a sweet.
What about cookies, cakes, potato chips, any of them?
None of that. You won't see me, unless I'm making it myself. You won't see me eating it.
Okay.
And like I said, I don't have a big sweet tooth like that, so if I do, it's something I'm gonna make, and it's gonna be a lot. It's just gonna contain fruit. My sweet tooth, like I said, I use fruit, honey, maple syrup. That satisfies my cravings.
Maple syrup.
Maple syrup.
Okay. All right. So, anything else you want to add?
That's about it.
That's about it. So vegetables primarily. What? I heard spinach, I think.
I eat spinach. Like I said, my pre-workout shake every day has raw spinach in it. I'll eat broccoli or asparagus, usually daily, one or the other. Honestly, I'm not gonna front. I don't eat many greens, just because I tend to notice that a lot of greens or whatever vegetables I eat cause a lot of bloating or gassiness in my body. And you'll notice that a lot in general. Like if you do your research, a lot of these greens have what's known as like anti-nutrients. I'm not gonna go too much in it because I'm not really too much of a. I don't know too much about it myself. Just what I've read and what I could correlate works for me. When I started eliminating the quinoas and the brown rices, and like I said, I don't eat many sweet potatoes. When I started eliminating those type of things, I noticed a lot less bloating, less gas. So I'll tend to eat just like broccoli, asparagus.
Quinoa is a grain, though.
It's a grain, yeah, it's a grain.
Oh, okay, yeah.
But just in general, I'm saying, when I started, all these foods that people think are real healthy, and then you can see a lot of controversy on both sides, like the vegetables and a lot of the grain side of all these foods.
Just like with the meat, people see it's a lot of controversy with the meat.
Of course, there's a lot of controversy and everything. You gotta know, you gotta be able to judge the good from the bad, and you gotta be able to determine what works for yourself, and you should be able to determine.
Do your research,
Do your
man.
research.
Do your research.
If you want to know something, you're gonna want to find it out on your own. You asking somebody shows that you really don't care, because 90% of the time of asking somebody, you're not going to retain it. If you're going to go down and do the research on your own, that means you want to do it. You know what I'm saying?
So ask and do the research, I think. Like people always ask me, talk to the athletes, ask them what they eat. So, but it's listening to BarNaturalPrez. Also do your research too.
Exactly. You can ask me. I never mind helping. I love to help people. But if you really want it, you're going to sit down and you're going to learn it on your own. And then you could come to me and maybe have a question about what you learned, and that shows that you're learning something on your own and you have more knowledge and you're trying to learn better. But just trying to learn everything from somebody else, it's not going to take you as far as learning on your own.
All right, thanks a lot, BarNaturalPrez. Sure. If y'all got some questions for my DM on his Instagram, links to that will be in the description box.
BarNaturalPrez, one word, Prez with a Z.
Say it again,
BarNaturalPrez, BarNaturalPrez, one word, Prez with a Z. YouTube, BarNaturals, one word, BarNaturals with an S.
All right, links to those social medias will be in the description.
Thanks to my man George, that's good money.
Yeah, you're welcome, man.
For the hookup.
Yeah.
I've known this dude for years now.
Yes, sir.
So hopefully you're going to see more videos with us together.
Yeah. All right, thanks a lot, man.
Appreciate it.
All right. That was good. That was good.
It was good?
You're welcome. Yeah.
Thank you.
That was good. Nice and long. Almost.